Hello and welcome back to another episode of Building a Fashion Brand. In today's episode, we will, as you can see from the title and my equipment, we will delve deep into photography dedicated to product. And the video of today is the part one, which will be as soon as possible extended in a part two for you to have much more details. Right, so delving deep into the equipment you might need to have in your studio or wherever you will like to photograph your product. As you will see, we have a little animation I have created for you to understand my way, but it's not only my way, it's I would say a kind of universal way or language to set up, or with which we set up lights when it comes to photographing your product. So okay, just to give you an idea, I've kind of changed the rendering for you to have an idea of what's going on. So as you see, we have, if you pay attention to the position of the lights, you will see we've got 5 lights. And guys, in photography, lights are sometimes never enough, because sometimes you wish you had another light from the top, another light from the bottom, another light from the angle. So it all depends of which kind of result you are looking to achieve. So in this video, you will easily understand the position and the direction of the light on this object, which in this case is let's say a kind of a bag, like a sort of the body of a bag. And remember, it's absolutely crucial to have a light from the top, because just putting lights on, if we talk about an object, if we talk about a model, it could be a different setup of light, which we will discuss in another video. But the video of today, it's more about product photography. And I tried, in this little animation, I tried to let you understand how the light works around the object and how you can have this product or any product of your taste or from your collection surrounded by a completely white light, studio light, that gives your product 3D deepness and beauty. Remember not to put the lights too close to the object, because you will end up in overexpose, burn the object, etc. Try to use the light, testing them and seeing the result on Photoshop. Once you're happy, you can start to photograph your product. Now, going back to the kind of equipment you might need to have. In this case, I'm using a Nikon Z6. It's a mirrorless camera, latest generation. And this camera has right now a lens of 50 millimeters, but I have another one of 75 millimeters. Depends which kind of photography you're looking for, and also depends of your experience with cameras in general, which kind of lens will you use. But frankly speaking, a 50mm lens for product photography, like let's say we were shooting this item on this table, a 50mm lens can be absolutely perfect as long as you have enough distance to shoot your product and eventually cut out the image following your taste, your vision in Photoshop later on in your post-production. So guys, as you probably understand from the kind of camera I have, there are also more powerful cameras, but this is quite expensive already, and it's a professional camera. So I would say for this kind of photography, you don't have to have the, let's say, the top range of any of the brands like Nikon, Canon, etc. But you need to have a camera that has at least 24 megapixel. You need to have a camera that is capable to capture that specific moment, that vision, that magic image that will go on your website, that people will see and buy your product because that photo. Okay, you might say, Dan, but would it be any alternative instead of purchasing a camera that can be for somebody quite expensive? It is expensive and undoubtedly, but you know, on a long term, investing in a camera like this, it pays off. Like even in 6 months is already paid off, because if you would work with a photographer, and I'm not saying that we should not ask photographers to shoot our products, etc. However, you know, this channel is fully dedicated to people like me that would like to build a brand, and they are prepared to work hard to achieve things, create things, develop skills, and creating a fashion brand. So the alternative to this beauty, this incredible, professional, excellent Nikon Z6, it could be, frankly speaking, something that you would not think that can be as good as a camera. So you can use an iPhone 14 Pro Max instead of using this camera. It's not gonna be 100% the same quality in terms of photography, but phones like iPhone 14 Pro Max can create an amazing photography through the software they have developed for this phone. And with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, you can, and you must, if you do photography, shoot in RAW. So you might say, Dan, but are you sure that you can use a phone instead of a professional camera? I'm not saying don't buy a camera. I'm saying if you can't afford a camera, and you can as well borrow, or I don't know, you already have an iPhone 14, but has to be let's say the latest generation of iPhones, because the quality of the photography, it's really, guys, it's really another planet. Even if the iPhone is very narrow, has a software that is capable to reproduce the same or the most similar vision to, in this case, a 50 millimeters, probably is a 50 millimeters or a 75 millimeters, the kind of vision the iPhone might have. But guys, let me show you one photo I have shot with my phone, and you tell me if you see the quality in this photo. So as you see, it's a very simple photo. However, when you open this image from once you have it could be airdropping, or it could be some other way to probably even via a simple cable connecting your iPhone to your computer. So in this particular way, you will open your raw images in Photoshop exactly as it was a raw image from your camera, because it is raw 100%. And you will be able to do all the editing needed, exactly like you were shooting your product with this little baby or little monster, which I love and I use often, and it's really incredible. So what else can we add? It's important for you to have equipment, as we know, and as well for the lights you will find a couple of links below. This video is not a sponsored video, so if you will find a few links, it's nothing has been sponsored. And talking about the lights nowadays are really affordable. You can purchase 5 lights or 6 lights. You can buy 2, a set of 2 and a set of 3, with probably less than 200 pounds. I think 160, 170 pounds. They're not very expensive. They're very durable. They will be your best friend for photography and media and so on. Last but not least, remember that when you will upload your photos from your iPhone, should you use an iPhone, remember to set up your phone in a way that when you will, let's say, airdrop your raw image, you will airdrop an image that is still in RAW. So check the setting and good luck. So I'll see you in part 2 with more details, of course, and more tips and tricks. And before you go, remember your subscription is absolutely important for me to have some support from you guys and continue to produce contents to help other fashion designers, entrepreneurs, creative people that are willing to build something themselves, learning as much as possible and becoming skilled like you should. So I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.